Hey guys, welcome back to your women's gear review channel, and today we are reviewing the Cotopaxi Impermeo 3L hooded shell jacket women's. So this is priced at £200. The makeup of this jacket is what makes it super duper special. It is made from 100% rPET, which is recycled plastic sourced from post-consumer waste. You've also got lamination, TPU, waterproof and breathability. Cotopaxi offer guaranteed for good, so you're covered, but also keeping sustainability in mind. They offer international shipping and returns. One thing I would love to highlight here, if there is anything that you take away from this review, is how amazing they are for being an advocate for sustainability. When you purchase an item, you're helping giving back to communities experiencing poverty. So I highly recommend going over and checking out their foundations that they work with and the work that they do and how you can contribute to that. So if you go over to their website and click on sustainability, that will give you more information. So this color is the Dusk and Blue Smoke. You can opt for a plain black, or if you want to go for more of a two-tone color, I'll pop them up on screen what they offer. Absolutely stunning. I feel like if you're going to go for the brand Cotopaxi, you are probably wanting to go for some color. If you haven't checked out the full review on their backpack that I've done, absolutely stunning. So I just kind of wanted to match that vibe. I didn't really want to go for a plain black because I'm used to having plain black jackets. I got this a while ago now and I've been testing it out in Scotland. Now, if you have ever been to the UK, Scotland, Ireland, well, it rains and the weather is so perfect then if you are traveling to Europe, the UK, wherever you might be, and the weather can rain, snow, hailstone, thunder, sunshine all in one day, then this is a jacket that needs to be a top contender. Some things that you will need if you are traveling to the likes of Europe, the UK, places that, you know, do all the seasons in one day. You need something that's going to keep you dry. You will need something that's also going to keep you cool, that's not going to overheat you, so it is lightweight in that sense. You will also need something that is stylish and also something that is easy to pack away, so you're not overwhelming your backpack or your bag or whatever product that you're taking with you alongside your jacket, and also for it to be easy to clean. Voila. Of course, immediately when I got it, I decided, yes, I'll try you on, take you out for a wee tester, and the dog must have rolled herself in fox shit, then jumped on me, so it was all over the jacket. It's not currently on it now, that is muck if you can see that, but prior to that, that's what she got on it, and I thought, well, I actually need to wash this now. So handy to note that it washes well and it dries very, very fast. So if you do need to wash it, that's no bother, but also it's really easy to kind of wipe down and keep clean and maintain yourself. So size wise, this is a medium. I opted for a medium because I wanted something that was just going to have a little bit more space, so that if I wanted to, I could place a jacket underneath and have a little bit of wiggle room with that. Now usually I am a size 8 on top, and then as we go down, it kind of I start to go a bit wider. So sometimes it can be hard in fitting jackets, because if I was to go for a small, like if I was to go for a size UK 8 or a small in that sense, then I might not be able to get it over the aisle hip. So if I go just slightly bigger, it gives me a little bit of wiggle room for the size to add on a jacket if I wish, but also to kind of not suffocate the aisle cheeks. Okay, let's walk through the features. Okay, so starting off externally, we're just gonna have to ignore the muck that is on here if you want to see a jacket in use. This is one, but that just gives you an idea of how it kind of shows up, but you can shove it in the wash if you want. We've got, first of all, our front kind of pocket here, which is our breast pocket. An absolute lifesaver when it comes to a jacket. I've been testing out a few jackets and a lot of them do lack that, and I just think it's super easy, especially when you're on the go and you want to just grab it really quickly, like your phone or your purse or your keys, whatever you fancy in there, then you can go ahead and do so. If you can see, you can kind of create a little bit of a hood. All the togs themselves are customed with a little bit of color. On this one, you've obviously got coat in. So you've got a coated zip here and a coated zip running down the middle as well. You have a little bit of branding on the front. It's not overdone, but you know that you're getting a great product from Cotopaxi. You've got this zip. We've got that helps with the kind of water weather resistance. So these two being your outer exposed pockets, that you've got a little bit of coverage with that. If we open this up, you'll find gear for good in that. in this pocket, if I kind of just try and show you inside out a little, you've got that breathability mesh in there. You can kind of see the jacket through that. And then the rest of the kind of space that you've got. And that's super handy for shoving in the old phone, shoving in the old purse. If I can show you my phone in there, that would be handy, wouldn't it? That's where I just kind of like to place it. Obviously it does kind of form depending on your tatas and how they form as well. Then you'll probably see the shape of the phone in there. And that's that wee pocket. If we go to the sides here, these ones are covered by a little flap. They're not coated underneath, but I've never found any issues, especially getting caught in an absolute torrential rain. They have been fine. Again, with that breathability, you've got that lovely mesh in there. Nice big enough pockets to have essentials in there, but not to make it droop too much, because you don't want a massive pocket where you're just sagging down on these, and you know your items are just kind of dragging you a bit. There's plenty of mesh, as you'll see when we get in. You'll be able to see that pocket a bit better. But that is that, and then you've got the identical one on the other side. This is where on this side it will become packable. Something that I definitely appreciate is that they've written that, because it's not obvious that it is packable. So that is super duper handy, and that's where you would kind of just bring the jacket in. I'm going to fast forward this, so please heavens above do it better than what I have done. Cotopaxi, you can obviously evenly spread that out. Let's open her up again. The crease in it is minimal, because when you put it on, it kind of like floats out itself, so you're not opening up to a mad creased jacket, which we absolutely adore. So that's on that side of the jacket. If we move slightly down, you'll be able to see these, which just helps cinch in your jacket, stopping the gust of wind coming up. If you prefer it a little bit tighter, you want to roll it up, then you have the option to kind of cinch it in. To be honest, I haven't used the cinches that much because I've got a good fit with this, but if I did want to roll it up a bit, then I would cinch that in and then start rolling from there. And you've got that on both sides. Also helps if you're just wearing this and you don't want it is a bit bigger on you, then you don't want any airflow, then you can use that for that. If we go to the size here, now these came in super duper handy when, as mentioned, the weather interchanges. It changes all the time. It can be raining 1 minute and then scorching hot the next. So when you're absolutely drenching and the sun comes out and you're sweating, this is great to kind of just get a little bit of airflow on the old pits. Okay, so you're not sweating to death. It's on both sides. One there and one on this side. It's very discreet. You wouldn't even know unless you went feeling about for it. You can just tuck them away, so it doesn't take away from the whole design or anything, but super duper handy. Or if you have your little puppy in your jacket and you just want to give them a little bit of airflow, but you want to keep them dry, then their wee head can poke out somewhere, if that makes sense. Obviously you can poke them out from here, but if you wanted to play about, then you might have the option to do that. Unfortunately, my dog is massive, so getting her through there would not be an option. On the arms here, you're going to find this, which just helps get it around the old wrist to your size, which then helps with the lack of gust of wind that can come up. I really appreciate that. That's something I enjoy. I even enjoy built-in gloves, but we don't have them in here. But that is on both sides. Then if we go up to the top here, we've got our lovely hood that has like a little cap, and I appreciate a little bit of a design. Then we've got the cinch where you can kind of cup it in around to your shape of your head. I've got a big old head, so this actually fits fine without the cinch, as you'll be able to see. The only thing is, and it's a weird thing, is that I hate wearing a hood unless like my ears are sticking out. We need to create holes here for people who don't like putting hoods up, because I can't hear. For some reason, when I put a hood up, my hearing goes way down, and I lose all senses and literally can't walk. So having a hood up is very overstimulating for me. So It'd be nice for those who do get overstimulated if people would start cutting out little ear holes. I know that wouldn't be attractive, but it's better than not being able to use the hood. To be fair, I'll use it if I have my partner with me and he can hear, because if I'm walking by myself, then yeah. This zip has got a hood at the top, just makes it easier then from it stabbing you in your 20 chins that you might have. So if we pull this down, little custom pillow, we are seeing the inside here and how it is set up. Everything is tapered. The seams and everything are fantastic. On this you do have like a little bit of a flap as well, just to add to that protection of water weather resistance. So that's fantastic. Really super duper lightweight. These are obviously the pockets that we were talking about. So you got your breast pocket at the top, two of the side ones. This one's going to be your packable one. And that is that. Just to show you the back, what is that? Absolutely lovely. So in terms of getting that right fit, I just want to go back to the fact that you can cinch it in if you did want to roll this up and have it a little bit cinched in. You can use the sides to stop the kind of gusting of winds. You can place a hoodie under here if you're similar sizes to me. If you want to go slightly bigger to get a bigger hoodie in, then no issues in that. It does keep you fairly warm as well if you're not. Like I only have a wee t-shirt under this and I find that it keeps me toasty enough out and about, especially in the Scottish weather, because as mentioned, you don't know what kind of weather you're going to get, so you don't want to be too overheating, but you also got those sides to kind of cool you down if needs be. And I've realised that I'm just firing this mic about like a weapon. It's really, really lightweight, great for water weather resistance. Honestly, I took it out with me up in the Highlands. I use it for day to day with the pupperoo, if she's here. Can you see her? Just like, help me please. It's super easy to deal with unpredictable weather, something that's not going to suffocate you, but you also want to remain dry at the same time. Then I would highly recommend this one. Great quality as well, as mentioned. I definitely recommend going over and checking out their website. There might be a few more options if you prefer more of like a puffer style, then I would definitely check that out too. I wouldn't say there's any real setbacks with this jacket. It's just going to be down to your preference and what you're kind of looking for. It is self-packable, it is lightweight. It's something that I definitely need being in Scotland. It's super duper easy. So do let me know below your pros and cons, what you like, what you don't like, have you used it, were you using it, all that fun stuff. I absolutely adore to know below. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. If you do happen to have a wee gander over on their website and you're thinking about purchasing this jacket or even their backpacks, then we'd be forever grateful if you could use our links below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.